incredible thing, right? It's a unique as well as incredible. Normally, जैसे कि टेनिस वाला होता है, इस तरह का होता है टेनिस का भी, दूसरे स्पोर्ट्स वाला छोटा बड़ा होता है. स्क्वैश कभी भी मैंने ज़्यादातर देखा है रेसिडेंशियल एरियाज में होते हुए. So what do you want to say about this Squash Academy and what do you want to say about Dosti West County?
English is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think one of the reasons that I'm kind of ventured into this is from the time when I started playing, the number of kids playing today in India, squash in general, is a lot higher. It's exponentially higher. But what my personal feeling is that if we want to conquer on the world stage, the quality of those numbers needs to be better, right? So Egypt is like the strongest nation in the world, and their quantity is higher than us, and so is their quality, right? And I feel like townships like Dosti West County are a great breeding ground for kids to come and play different sports, and in this case, obviously squash, very close to their homes, and that will increase the quantity, one, and two, in terms of my philosophy of how I've played the game and what I've learned from all the coaches that I have trained under through my entire career to achieve what I've achieved is something that I'm trying to translate into training the coaches that are going to be part of this setup so that they can translate that to the kids and increase the quality of those numbers. So that's kind of where my vision for this place is, that developing the grassroots level to begin with and taking the players to another level, so to say, with a better and stronger platform as players so that they have recognition of how they need to play the game. Because if you don't have recognition initially as a young kid, how you need to play the game, then it becomes very difficult to aspire to play a certain way. So I, for example, went to England to train when I was 18 years old. I know for a fact that if people had told me, those philosophies when I was like 13, I would be a better player today. So I think that's where I'm coming from, and I really hope that, this center at Dosti West County kind of helps me achieve that kind of goal or vision in my mind to make that possible and do great things for India in the future.
स्क्वाश का ये जो अकेडमी खुला है, हम शायद ये रीजन क्लब्स के बारे में जो ये ओपन किया है दोस्ती वेस्ट काउंटी के साथ मिलकर, वो से बहुत है ले लो
Yeah, anything in life is a team effort, right? So I am bringing the quality quotient on the squash side, right? But Elysium is bringing the quality quotient on the admin, marketing, all of that side, right? And then obviously Dosti West County, if the courts were not there and the infrastructure was not there, all this would not be possible in the first place, right? So I think all three entities coming together with a common goal of producing top players who will go on to eventually hopefully play for India is a common kind of vision that we all have, and we want to kind of do the best we can by that vision, and hopefully the three of us will be a very, very strong triumvirate to make that dream, so to say, possible in the future.
Do you think like जैसे आपने कहा है यंग्स जो बच्चे हैं उन्हें एक अवेयरनेस मिलेगी, वो स्पोर्ट्स खेल पाएंगे, आगे जाके शायद कैरियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी वो इसमें देख सकते हैं. Do you think that is like Dosti is helping in that way also by
100%. I don't think I need to say anything. I think their actions are a testament to what they are, what they believe in. They obviously believe that sport is an integral part of living life and of society. And they've built the infrastructure for squash and some other sports as well. And they think they're doing a great job. And I think something to note as well that the quality of the facilities are great. So I think to start off as a development grassroots level player, the quality of the infrastructure that we have over here is brilliant, and it can only go from strength to strength.
Okay. Yeah, Anuj, my question to you is like, at what point you thought that you have to open this squash academy here, and why Saurav Ghosal? And why not us?
Definitely. So our idea behind every project, behind every township, even if not a township, even if a standalone building or standalone project, we try to ensure that the customers can enjoy multiple activities. And we don't necessarily want them to have the routine hygiene activities like a gym or a banquet hall and chess carrom. We try to go over and above and either have squash, have tennis, have badminton. If for a big project like West County and Greater Thane, we have tried to give all the amenities. So our various, say currently we may have 2,000 odd customers staying here, they can enjoy them. As and when the township grows and we have 10,000 plus customers, even they have a wide array of amenities. So when to be it a teenage boy or a teenager or an adult or even a senior citizen, they can enjoy sports as per whatever they choose to enjoy. And the goal is to try and bring an international sporting culture to Dosti West County.
Yourself like a sports enthusiast. So is this what also help you to think of your customers or the residents who are like coming here?
I would say regardless of me being into sports or no, we would like all our customers to enjoy maybe sports what few of us could not enjoy in our previous years also. But that being said, to your previous question as well, the reason for getting in Saurav Ghosal is that due to his incredible squash playing skills, and when he also stood number one across the world, so we decided that he would be the right fit for a squash academy at Dosti West County.
You also believe in like quality over quantity. I think recently also like you also opened like tennis and other things, gyms and all. So it's great. Ma'am, I have to ask you like what do you want to add on this like Saurav Ghosal is here and squash is like squash is here. So what how it will help the customers or the students? How important it is for them like as an athlete to come cricket or other sports?
So squash itself is a very unique, exceptional sport, and I feel we in India are very fortunate to even have something like this here. Because as Anuj mentioned during his and my childhood years, I don't think this sport it was known, but it was not very well appreciated and played out. And in general, I feel it's a very big boon that all the residents are getting something like this even at all their clubhouse complexes, and having somebody so inspiring and motivating us sort of at such a young age also, it does provide a very big boost to a lot of the younger generation crowd that, okay, wow, like, if somebody could do it at such a younger age, we can also try our best. And overall, it's a great activity added along with all the other activities that are added in the clubhouse. Thank you.
What do you say about your recent clubs and Saurav Ghosal and Dosti West County? Like, you all three of you are like coming with something new, unique thing, and definitely who's good thing for the audience? Like, sorry, the same.
Yeah, thank you. Great question. Firstly, the team, the three of us coming together, I think is a phenomenal combination. Not just for Dosti West County, but for demonstrating to the whole real estate sector as a whole. What the potential is of actually delivering world-class quality lifestyles to your residents and customers looks like, and actually it actually works. I think Dosti has been one of the most amazing developers we've got to work with. They do what they say, and they do it on time, every single time. And that's the professionalism that we're looking for in every brand partner that we work with as well. Both ways, the standards have been set really high. Because the standards are set very high, we couldn't settle with just any squash brand. We had to get the best squash brand in the country and possibly soon in the world. This is the first, I think, quality squash brand you can think of. There's no formal branded squash academy in the country. And this is the first center for Saurav Ghosal squash in the country as well, here at the West County. So it is with immense pride that I think that we found this ability to pair both real estate, world-class infrastructure, with a world-class athlete, with world-class real estate services. The outcome is going to be hundreds of players that come out of these sports, and many of them will go to become national, if not international players under the Saurav Ghosal way of playing squash. And
hopefully a lot of that recognition will be down thanks to Dosti's management and leadership that is allowed this to be possible.
Nitin sir, you want to add something on this? Like it's a good thing for the customers or also okay?
Yeah. So, most of the projects around in Mumbai or across the country are giving amenities. And, we thought of doing something different. That's the reason why we have sort of on board. And this will help all our customers not only to enjoy the amenities, the facilities, what we are providing, but as we all mentioned, we will definitely be proud to see someone from Dosti West County representing our country. Thank you.
I think that's the best thing you have said, right? And this is what the motive is like. So जी आखिर में आपसे जानना चाहेंगे किस तरह की ट्रेनिंग होगी, किस तरह से बिगिनर्स जो होंगे या जो एक्सपर्ट्स लेवल प्लेयर होंगे स्क्वॉश में उन्हें किस तरह से आप ट्रेन करेंगे, क्या कुछ प्रोसेस रहेगा, क्या कुछ क्या बोलते हैं सर्टिफिकेट्स रहेंगे, कुछ क्या रहेंगे, कुछ थोड़ा उस बारे में बताइए.
So I'm a firm believer, that when you start out, when you're a young kid, the most important thing is having fun, enjoying your time when you're playing a sport. And I think that is the focus for anyone who's coming in for the very first time, enjoying the sport, but at the same time kind of getting the basics right and understanding almost like a theory part of it as to eventually what is it that the best players in the world do to make them the best players in the world. There is an acceptance obviously that when you are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, you're not going to be able to execute to the level that the best players are going to execute, because otherwise you would be top 10 in the world at 11, right? But no one gets there at that time. But I think that just gives you like a goal at the end of the day that this is what I need to achieve in terms of the way I play the game to be able to be the best in the world at a certain point in time down the road. And I think that is my biggest sort of contribution that I want to make to the Indian ecosystem of squash in this country. Because that is something that I did not get when I was very young. And I feel like I would have been a better player if I did. And if I can, touch as many lives of young kids with that recognition and of course moving forward with that execution, then that would be a dream very, very well realized.
So we already have a really large number of sign-ups on waitlist, and we start as the race tomorrow, right guys? Yeah, we're really excited to start operations as early as tomorrow, and I think it'll be awesome to see players and actually have some demonstration in one off, because we've got 30 kids who are waiting, trying to get 5 minutes with someone on the court. Would have been a dream come true for me when I started playing squash, but yeah, awesome experiences.
Sure. Definitely. I mean, Anuja and I are also big on the fitness front, and Anuj is personally an athlete, so we would love to play.
मेरा सवाल है एक दोस्ती ऐसा ब्रांड है जो नई एक्टिविटी प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, सब अच्छी चीज़ें प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. अभी तक ऐसा कोई बिल्डर ने कोई प्रोवाइड नहीं करता है, तो आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आपका मन है इसमें दोस्ती में फ्लैट लेने का?
Are you facilitating this very soon? No, I think they're a fantastic developer, but I'm not a Bombay resident, not a Mumbai resident. But if I was, it would be definitely a place where I would seriously consider with the quality of infrastructure, and as Pawan said, they produce on time, which is not very common thing with a lot of developers these days. So I think they've done a great job. So hopefully, I can create my base on the squash courts over here and make that a fully functional, successful venture.
दोस्ती जो नाम है, दोस्ती हम किसी भी कर सकते हैं, है ना? मतलब दोस्ती के लिए कोई एज नहीं रह जाता है. तो आपके मिशन में यही होगा कि आम लोग में जुड़ना चाहे, आपके क्लब में मेंबरशिप लेना चाहना होगा, किस तरह के आम लोग आपसे जुड़े?
So, अगर मैं आपका सवाल सही समझाऊं तो आप कह रहे हैं कि अगर बहुत सारे लोग जो है शायद वेस्ट काउंटी में ना रहते हैं एंड फिर भी अगर यहाँ की फैसिलिटी एंजॉय करना चाहें, so we have that facilities and provision available. They can take the membership at a cost and there's a fee which is being charged for that. Facilities are available, so they can avail this facility.
सौरभ जी, मुझे आपसे जानना था कि सर आपको लाखों फैंस हैं, आपके चाहने वाले बोलते हैं इंडिया ऐसा आईपीएल जैसा हो गया, हॉकी आईपीएल जैसा हो गया, इंडियन प्रीमियर लीग हो गया, इसका भी इंडियन प्रीमियर लीग होना चाहिए हमारे देश में।
जी हाँ, होना तो चाहिए। होपफुली कुछ होगा। There are possibilities, but nothing is confirmed as of now. But hopefully you will have something at some point.
तो सर आपका फेवरेट स्टार स्पोर्ट्स में कौन है जिसे आप लाइक करते हो आपके साथ?
जब मैं छोटा था, my idol was Sachin Tendulkar. Like so many people, we used to switch the TV off when he used to get out. So he's someone that I've always looked up to. I think two other people who are not from India, but it's Usain Bolt for what he has achieved. 3 times at the Olympics, 100, 200, winning that is historic. And Roger Federer in tennis. I think these 3 are like my all-time favorites in the sporting world.
नीतीश लास्ट सवाल आपसे है कि हमारे देश में क्रिकेट के पहले प्रायोरिटी माने क्रिकेट और फुटबॉल में तब क्लब में ऐसा भी अरेंज होगा या कुछ ऐसे कुछ आगे सोचे भविष्य में?
देखिए भविष्य में डेफिनेटली हमने ये भी सोचा है, बट वी थॉट कि क्रिकेट और ये सारी जो 1-2 अलग स्पोर्ट्स जो आपने मेंशन किए वो फैसिलिटीज भी आएगी, बट एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ये फैसिलिटीज एंजॉय करने के लिए, ये फैसिलिटीज को एनहांस करने के लिए हमने ये टाइप किया है, बट फ्यूचर में डेफिनेटली वी थिंक व्हाटएवर इज पॉसिबल विच इज बेटर फॉर आवर रेजिडेंट ऑफ वेस्ट काउंटी, दोस्ती वेस्ट काउंटी।
आपने उस को टिप्स देना चाहते हैं आपको फ्रेंड्स लोगों के आपके तरफ से टिप्स एनी कोई आप सुझाव देना चाहते हैं आपको फ्रेंड्स के लिए कोई
किसके लिए?
सजेशंस
Suggestions for my fans, please keep watching squash. Support all the players, who play for India. We put in a lot of work. It's not as, all the work that goes in is behind the scenes, when no one is watching, and it's great that, you all support us through thick and thin. And yeah, all the parents, squash is a great sport for young kids to play. It opens up a lot of doors. It is a new sport, but it opens up a lot of doors, both educationally in the future as well as in general as a sport. So please encourage your kids to come try the sport. It is almost like a laboratory experiment of life. So I think it's a great way for kids to learn and build resilience in this day and age. And just enjoy the sport as much as possible.
अभी दिवाली का फेस्टिवल आ रहा है, तो आपने दोस्ती में कुछ ऐसा ग्रांड ऑफर लॉन्च किया है ताकि कुछ ब्रांड के ऊपर ऑफर है?
अभी दिवाली आ रही है और 1-2 दिन में जैसे आपने कहा कि हम कुछ धमाकेदार फेस्टिव ऑफर लाने वाले हैं, वो बिल्कुल आएंगे। आप कुछ 2 या 1